Test, 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 test. Okay, good. All right, welcome anybody who is watching or maybe watching the recording. I am going to create some Dungeons & Dragons maps. This is just kind of a tutorial slash what I use and how I use it. I am not at all a professional, nor do I have the experience of some of the maps that I have seen, like in the community. This is just kind of a basic, this is what I do, and this is how I do it quickly, and so on and so forth, and kind of get an idea of how I work it, and then import it to Roll20 and things like that. I am currently part of a D&D campaign. I run the tactical slash combat slash, I do the maps and stuff like that and whatnot. I may or may not use these maps in the campaign. But they're going to be fairly basic. They're not going to be like super secret. Like they're just going to be regular kind of world encounter kind of maps. So one of the first things that I like to do is obviously new map, right? You have to decide how big you want your map to be. The bigger it's going to be, the more demand it's going to have. So you kind of have to think of how big it is, what you want to do with it, the depth that you're going with it. However, after you create this size, that doesn't mean that it is stuck that size. You can always expand it on the edges. But you do want to get the terrain and all that stuff correct, because it generates it randomly. Let's see. So let's see what the common. Here are some universal maps that are recommended for campaigns: a town/village, a wilderness, a dungeon/cave, a tavern or an inn, a castle, a sewer, a market. Ooh, a market. That's a good idea. I like that idea. A temple shrine, a battlefield/war zone, and a ship/coastal map. So I've got some towns and villages already. They're pretty big. They're a little complicated. But I like the idea of creating a smaller village. Something that's a little bit more sparse, not as dense. Something that has a little bit more detail and purpose for the map, because the maps that I put together previously were just kind of thrown together. They weren't, I wouldn't say they're amazing in any way, shape, or form, but being able to spend a little bit more time on a village would be really amazing to do. Wilderness map, now that one's easy. Let's say, we'll say we're in a forest, right? You go to the floodplains. No. Let's do something interesting. What should we do? Oh, apparently there are ads, so I'm gonna wait for those ads to end. At least ads on Twitch if you're watching on Twitch. If you're not watching on Twitch, then you'll have to deal with YouTube ads or Trovo ads, so I will wait until that is done. Weather, the only option in I use Dungeon Alchemist. The only option is snow. So we're not going to do snow because the areas that we're currently traveling is not snowy. All right, no weather, and we're gonna do. We don't want to do floodplains. We want it to be hilly. How about that? So this is gonna be a cave. Now, the adventurers have already encountered this area. I didn't have time to put together a map, so I just grabbed one from the internet and I just did what I could. So this will be a cave to clearing, kind of floodplains area. It wasn't. This generates. It generates flooded really bad, like it is flooded kind of thing. And it's too. Oh, that's hills, so can't do that one. Oh, flooded mountains. Okay, so I want it to be flat and forest, and I want. Let's do river, sure. That's a little unrealistic. Do hills and let's see, hold on. Forest. No, it'd be more jungle, right? Flood plains and just flooded, sure. So this is what it does when it's just flooded. It is literally flooded. There's no ground to walk on. So mountains. So I'll make my own. We're gonna do a forest. We're gonna do hills, and we're not gonna do any water because I'm just gonna add it myself. Vegetation will be evergreen, broadleaf. Let's see what broadleaf looks like. Oh, okay. It's not bad. Now, when it comes to placing items, as you can see, like the logs are kind of hovering, right? They're hovering. This doesn't matter, obviously, because you're going to use it from top down. Because that's what it's going to look like. So you can move these things around as much as you want, and you can even raise them and lower them, and it won't matter because they will look the same. So hills don't really matter that much except for the generated, or like the type of, it's either a hill or mountain. It's important because it changes the shadows, and it changes what the terrain looks like when it's mountainous. So the original map that the adventurers were on they exited a cave over here, and there were some tracks that led south. They decided to go back to town and camp out and not explore any further because they were they're getting pretty tired of getting pretty tired when it comes to spells and stuff like that, so they need a good refresh. So this needs to be a floodplain. This needs to have water. It needs to be damp. I'm gonna move that. I'm probably gonna just delete that one actually. I'm gonna move this one there and this one there. Probably delete that one as well. Put a log here. Now I need to create I'm gonna put that right down here to break that up a little bit. I need to create a tunnel here of some sort. So how am I going to do that? I can lower the land, and I'll show you what I mean when I say that it makes it look different from above when you lower it and you change that kind of stuff. So I'm going to lower the land, maybe not that big. So I can lower it like that, and as you can see, it looks like that. May not. Yeah. smooth that a little bit. See, there we go. And the important thing is that the effect, like the rock face and stuff like that. And I don't think I could. I wonder if I can find any tracks or something. Let's see. Okay, so I'm probably just gonna have to draw tracks instead. I do want to lower this a little bit, maybe tighten it up a little as well. So I'm gonna flatten it here. I'll lower it here. Still has a bit of a rocky look to it. And I can always undo, Control Z to undo. And that looks like something that I need to fix. I am making it worse. Okay, well, I am gonna flatten it here. Because this is actually supposed to be one wide-ish. I need to go down a little bit. Smooth that out a little bit. Kind of like that. Get a good... Yeah, that looks good. Okay. I'll use that. So this is supposed to come from a cave, right? I need something that looks like a cave. I need something that looks like a cave from above. And that is not going to be it. Pipes. I like that. It's probably not exactly what I'm looking for, though. I can just use rocks as well. Like I could just plop this rock. Oh, let me turn off collisions, and I could shrink this. Now this is where height comes in to play a little bit, because this is obviously lower on that rock, as you can see. So I can actually bring it up and just line it up just enough. Doesn't have to be perfect, but, you know, just give it a little bit of depth. Something like... I'm gonna do that, I might as well not even use this rock. I mean, obviously it's not going to be, like, exact or even really look like a cave, but the importance is from above, making it look like a cave. Oh look, there's a big rock arch. I didn't even know that existed, but alright, I can probably use them. It's a little dirty up here. What? I like it, but I don't, so I'm not going to use it. So here's another rock that I could just use to kind of give the edge a little bit of design. I do it too high or too low. There we go. Now with the ground here, just to get this done, I'm gonna paint it a rocky color, or rocks. I'm gonna paint it rocks. But I do want to add like trail tracks, dirt tracks to it. Nope, I mean that's cool and all, but that's not exactly what I'm looking for. Wait, what is the... Okay, so back to rock, right? Get some rock. No, I'm just gonna do this. There we go. That looks a little unnatural, but add some rock to it, I think. No, that won't work. What about this and this? Why isn't that working? Okay, so I'm gonna move this branch, this block over, and this one over here. Do I actually want it to go south? Let's make actually going to paint this going south. You give the adventurers some options. There we go. Fairly worn trail, or a very clear trail, and then a light, kind of a light trail on the side here. I still need to do some water. This place is muddy. It's supposed to be it'll be clear water. Probably gonna go through here mainly. Just kind of under the trees over here. That was not exactly what I'm looking for. Why is it doing that? I think there's low areas over there. That's why. See that? Yeah, that'll work. I'm okay with it. Because that'll give that corner a bit of water by itself. So this will be all water-like. Even right through the path. Through both paths, anyway. And they will have to figure out how to cross it without encountering an issue. That is if they want to cross it, or they could go around the long way. want to get rid of that tree. Kind of want to like flood this area a little bit. Right, and then extend this a little bit. It's a little weird. Let's do it like this. Something like that. I'm going to smooth it out. Just so it looks like there's no bank, that it is just flooded area. There we go, it's not horrible. Now I just need to move some things around so it looks normal. Could make the wood floating in the water. Need to re-add some trees. I want to smooth this out a little bit. That. Losing so many trees. Okay, I gotta put trees back. Hold on. There we go, something like that. Maybe add a bit of shrubbery right over here. That was really horrible. I'm never going to do that again. There we go, something like that. Now I'm going to add mud. Mud to the water. Mud, mud, mud. I think this is mud, actually. That looks like mud to me. That's just gravel dirt. This is... Where's the sand? Okay, mud. Yeah, just gonna draw a bit of mud around the edge of things. Looks like it needs to be smoothed a little bit right there. Muddy bank. There we go. Okay, back to the cave. I need to finish it up. Let's see. More cave rocks. I can add another one of similar design. I'm just going to use this one. I'm going to make it much bigger. Okay, not that much bigger, but make it a little bit bigger. I'm going to rotate it a different angle. About right there, so I'm going to copy one of these, rotate it a different direction to put it right about there. Okay, there we go. Cast magic missile, please. Actually, there are. Oh, where's it at? Effects. There we go. Fire. Fire. Eternal flame. Cinders. Fog. Magic. Not. There we go. Will-o-wisps and fireflies. Actually, fireflies wouldn't be a bad idea, but I don't know if they're going to pass through at night. I'm going to add a few fireflies. I'm just going to add a few fireflies. I'll add them like over here, and over here. Maybe over here. Now let's do it in the trees. Maybe some over here. I mean, this is going to be a static image, so they're not going to. There we go. How about that? Not that big. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So when they encountered, or when they entered this map, this area, they were jumped by some frogmen. So I do want to make a small camp, like some small, what would they be? Like, they wouldn't be they wouldn't be complicated or detailed. They would just be like a tent, maybe. Maybe that kind of thing? I don't know if they would live in those kind of tents, though. How about this? A bullywug. Mud huts. And mud huts, swamps, marshes, mud huts, underground warrens, or ruined structures. An abandoned building. Okay, so we can do some ruin. Yeah, we can do some ruins. Do a broken bridge. We can actually do a broken bridge right here. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Just put the bridge in the water like it collapsed completely. Do the bridge right about here, so it's very clear that it is the main path and may have been part of something at one time, but not anymore. Okay, some ruins. Ruins. What kind of ruins, though? We could do... seem too bright in color. Because it's supposed to be a muddy area, maybe these darker pieces. I think I can color them also. No, I cannot. That is okay. Ooh. I need a floor piece. Pile of stones. Pile of stones. Yeah, we could do some stones. That'll be good for when I find out what I'm gonna do exactly. What about broken tomb? No. Some debris. I don't know. That's interesting. Could cram that in the ground a little bit. Maybe a gate. No. Pit. There we go. Yes. Some kind of platform. This is going to be... Okay, so if I do a platform, I'm going to cram it into the ground so it looks like it's been overgrown. Just like that. Actually, that is not too bad. No? Like that. I'm going to put that like right here. I'm going to move this tree down here. Put this right there. Maybe push it into the ground a little bit. Some stones over here. Got some rocks right there. Get that stuff right there a little bit. That right there. Overgrown vines. Okay, no, I'm not going to use that. Stone block, that'd be... Oh, I could put that like right there or something. Push it into the ground a little bit as well. Yeah. Now, as some mud hut. Treehouse. A swamp hut. Ah, here we go. That is very large. Oh my. That is okay, because I can shrink it. I can shrink it down to what we would expect it to be about. What does this treehouse thing look like? That might be better. I like that. I like that better. These are just like huts hidden in the trees. Where's that other hut that I had? Where'd that go? See how see how weird it looks from this angle, and then you've got, you know, it looks pretty normal from above. Let's put these stones over here a little bit. Yes, an igloo. But we'll just use the swamp hut, and we're gonna shrink it. Do it like this, maybe? There you go, little Bollywog village. Bollywog? Bullywog. Yes, Bullywog. Okay, I want to add a little bit of grass. Maybe right. No, that's not going to work. That or this maybe. Trying to cover up the vines going into the stone there. Or the roots going into the stone. That could be good though. Maybe I'll just add some rocks there. Or debris. There we go. I don't know. I'm not gonna think much of it. That bad. Doesn't look weirder. I mean, it looks a little weird, but it's not like horrible. All right, maybe move this in a little bit tighter. Make that look a little more. That looks fine. I'll put that rock right there. That. Maybe a dirt path. Nope, that is too dense. We're gonna do mud because they like mud. There you go, something like that. These trees to dense this up a little bit. Steal one of these logs. We're gonna say that this log say this log was placed here. Because maybe the bullywugs charge for passing. So about this bridge, we do have in the story there is supposed how they would regularly travel it. Maybe there's boards across it. Let's see if I can find some boards. Yeah, that won't work. I mean, that would, maybe that will work. It doesn't look old. Here we go. Oh, I won't let me change its size. Interesting. So what I'm using is a shelf. I want one of them to be maybe in the water. No, probably not. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. Yeah, how about that? Now, obviously, this does not look like what it seems. Just some bookshelves. But they look like planks of wood. There you go. Makeshift fix for a bridge. Alright, so you got your little bullywug habitat. Some ruins. Good amount of water, some fireflies, you got your cave. Let's do a broken. Sure there's a broken wagon somewhere? I guess not. Armored, basic. A broken cart? Oh. No. Okay, let me look for one. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go. Wait. Cart of sleepy people. Okay. Just people who fell asleep while covered in raspberry jam. Shush. Sure. I'm gonna download that one. Oh my. Oh, that would be very interesting. Oh boy. That is a very large cart. I mean, the size is right, but I don't think that's the size I... Yeah, no, that's too big. I just want like a busted cart. Maybe a broken wagon of some sort. Maybe I'll just make one myself. Pile of wood? I could do a pile of wood or something. So I'll do a cartwheel. So that's an issue though. Like I don't think I can knock these over. Yeah, see, but they only rotate that direction. So I could use a wheelbarrow. It doesn't look busted though, it's too pristine. I could use a chandelier to look like a wheel. Doesn't quite turn it off. I don't know. Not many options. Could do some stolen crates, some stolen goods. All right, what else? That's about it for this, I think. Got a few paths. I kind of want to put one of these over here. What about a log? I want to use the same log if I can avoid it. But it does look like I can avoid it, so I'm going to make it look different by just making it large. Oh, that might not work. That could work. Yeah, that looks good. Anything else I could add? Anything at all? Yeah, I'm going to add another bullywug tent over here. Just to add a little just this one. Yeah, right there. There we go. Something like that. feel like there's not enough ruins here, though. Let's add a little bit more. Planks. Planks. Could do a plank to make it look a little bit different. There you go. Oh, what happened to this? Some more debris. Could probably put it over here. There we go. Put it right there, actually. Change those rocks to match a little bit better. There we go. Okay, so that's what it looks like normal, like not flat, obviously. As you can see, I layered things a little bit. but it's obviously not what you would expect. But that's all we care about is, you know, it needs to look good flat. Alright, so that's that. Just save that. I've already been doing this for an hour and I thought it was going to be a lot less time. Let's try something else. Let's do a castle, a tavern. Oh, let's do a roadside tavern. Yeah, I like that. A roadside tavern. We're gonna do with a stable, you know, a place you can spend the night. So it's gonna be in grasslands. We'll do some hills. We'll do a steppe. Maybe meadow. Well, yeah, let's do meadow. With no water, no weather, and there we go. This one we're gonna do 24 by, well, we'll see. So I want to change the size of this. I'm going to shrink it right here. So I grab the little corner, that corner. I want to widen it as well. But I may shrink it more depending on how big the building is. With this, I'm going to start out by creating the road. Thinking that the tavern will be at the top. I'm not gonna do a 2-floor tavern, and then the stable will be at the bottom. It'll be a straight road, you know, just or more or less straight. Let's do the road first. Then we move this tree because it's going to be in the way. And it's going to just kind of, it's going to go like, should go down-ish. Just kind of at an angle a little bit. Maybe curve a tad. Stable down here. Tavern up here. Road through the... That's weird. Why do I have more brush sizes for this? So that's... Okay, so the idea is that it's a small stop on the way through, you know, through your travels, right? I don't think it's not going to be a paved road. Probably be more dirt and mud. And it will be about 1 wide. Let's go from here to there. Like that. Okay, I take that back. I'm going to move this road down. You know how I'm going to do that? I'm going to move that up, And I'm going to move this up. Here we go. Now I've moved the road down. I want to do it one more though. Just to make room for the tavern up here and have the stable down here. Now the stable. We're going to go with a tavern, village, stables. I think it's part of the castle. Stables, here we go. So I'm just going to make the stable like that. See what it comes up with. Okay, I don't quite want the stable to be like... This is an indoor stable kind of thing. Which isn't a horrible idea, but I need to change it up. I feel like it's too close to the road there. And it's a little bit too big. Right. I need to flatten this terrain. No, I don't. I don't really need to. Well, you know, I'm going to smooth it out at least. Especially around the road. You know, the road would have to be... something like that. Now with this one, I do want to make it a little closer to realistic, just because the shadows will kind of play a little bit of a role when it comes to what this looks like what the walls look like. I want to change these walls. So I'm going to go to walls, I'm going to go to edit, change walls, and I want to make them fences. Stable fence. Not that one. Rough. Yeah, let's do a rough fence. Change all the walls. This is a very small stable. Let's make it a little bit bigger. There we go. And then I'll add a door right there. It's a little close to the road, so I might move the road up a little bit. Or not. I don't know. We'll see. A fence. I need a fence. Here we go. Here we go. I need to use the stable stuff. I'm going to change the floor to hay. Why is it? Where is it at? I know there's hay floor. Stable. Stable floor. Or not. Just do that, I guess. There we go. Do that. Change that to a stable fence and add a stable door. There we go. Let me clean this up a little bit. Get it smoothed out. away from the building just a tad here. There we go. Now this stable is going to have hay, of course. Its own spots. Corn, thank you for the follow. Just gonna tighten this up a little bit. Okay. There we go. Now let's get some walls going here. Stable. Oh, I'm adding walls this time. It's a pretty fancy stable though. I don't know if I want to. I gotta get rid of that door. Maybe. That right there. That right there. No, don't get rid of stupid thing. Hey. Now why is it acting weird? Okay, put my hay right there. There we go. All right, how about that? We're gonna. We're just gonna leave it like that. I need a water trough. Here we go. And maybe saddle thing. Maybe not. I could put it right here. There we go. There you go. Stables. Not very big, but you know, it's just for a small nearby tavern. Kind of want to cover this though. Like, there would be a cover on top of this. I would have to represent that in the story. All right, time for the tavern. We're gonna go to the tavern. We're gonna start from the back because I want to make sure that I've got plenty of room for bedrooms as well as everything else. Tavern bedrooms, we'll say, are 10 by 10. That it did not give me any furniture. Let's try that again. Still no furniture. I mean, it is a tiny room. See if this gives furniture. It did. Okay. I will have to add my own furniture because that is too big for this kind of tavern. So there is a tavern design that I very much enjoyed one time. I don't think it is viable here though, because I've already got the stable here, and that tavern had a stable built into it, so I'm not going to do that. So the hall would be here, right? And the rooms would probably go over here more. Maybe I should just do the Great Hall first. So the Great Hall. It's not going to be an amazing tavern, but it will be big enough. Oh, that's... I feel like that's smaller than it should be. It's actually not bad. Okay, I might use that. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. I like that. They would not have a brewery on site. Again, it's small, so we're just gonna stick with small. And a hallway, a kitchen. Let's do the kitchen. Right here. It's a tiny little kitchen. No, not right there. Right there. Okay, then we're going to do a hallway right here. It's going to be a very small hallway. And we're going to do a latrine. Let's say out here. Nope, not even. Let's see what the... no. You know what? Sure. Let's stick with that. I'll fix it up in a minute. I might just... I could also attach it to the back side of this. want to keep that. Let's do bedrooms. Let's just do bedrooms. Kind of want to make these smaller. No, that's fine. Just gonna stick with that. All right, we're gonna clean this up a little bit. I want to make the kitchen smaller, so I'm gonna make the kitchen smaller. I feel like that's too big. This countertop is too big. The kitchen. That's too fancy. Okay, let's get the doors in the right places. So that door there is good. We can stick with that. Probably put a small counter right here, and that's it. I want to move this door here and make sure that these all have bunks in them. And these toilets are going to be outside. Like that, and then let's make all the floors match. Worn. Well, let's do worn tile for the bathroom. No, we're not gonna. Let's do wood. Do wood for everything. Just gonna be pretty crappy wood. That's all. This wood here will be a little bit nicer because it's, you know, the first room you are in. Not. Let's do that. Let's do some stonework. Nothing too fancy, but nothing too horrible either. That's good stonework. We'll stick with that. There we go. All the floors are the same. All crappy. They would probably use some rugs just to make it look a little bit nicer. Magic carpet. Okay. That one's too nice. There we go. I think that'll anger the druid a little bit. We'll make sure he gets that room. Alright, kitchen. Kitchen, kitchen, kitchen. I can just click on this room and regenerate it. Ooh. You know what? I'm okay with that. I can also put some counters in. Let's do something dark. Go, something like that. Very basic. Walk in, there's the bar, not much to it. More room for mingling with a table. poor man's table. Okay, there we go. Let's just use that. Kind of want to put this barrel under the counter, kind of thing. So I'm going to do that. I don't know, something like that. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just... It's just not a lot of room for this guy and his little business. There you go. Something like that. Yeah, it's not too bad. Little small tavern. Okay, I want to move that door over. No. Something like that. There we go. Some shit houses. Alright, little tavern. Did I miss anything? Tavern, bedroom, brewery. So it doesn't have a brewery. Great hall done, hallway done, kitchen done, latrine and pantry. So there would be no pantry for this size. I could add a pantry maybe right here. And so this will be, oh, and I can shrink the map just one block. Actually, I can shrink it a few blocks. There. To right here. Ta-da, done. You know what? I take that back. I will unshrink that because I'll shrink it this way. Because you don't need to really get around the stable because you can see through it. However, if people want to sneak around the building here, they can. And let's give it some windows. Let's give these rooms some windows. Let's give them some very tiny, crappy window. Oh, there's some windows right there already. So I'm just going to copy those. Going in here. In the hallway. Like do every other room or so. There you go. Move this window there. No window in the kitchen. We should have some windows up front though, definitely. Go. And that is it for that. You know what? I'm going to add a brewery. It's going to be a very small one. It's just going to be storage. Really, no, maybe I shouldn't do that. Oh, really? Come on. I could add a cellar. I don't know where I would do that, but I could add a cellar. I am very much pondering where to put this stuff. Because this is a good idea. I don't want to make a cellar though, that's the issue. I do want to make storage, and I want to move these to the back here. I'm going to do that. I'm going to move the latrine back here. Then I'm going to make this a storage area. It doesn't destroy my stuff. Like a pantry. We'll do a pantry. Barrel out there. There we go. Something like that. Alright, put this back there. Put this back under there. We'll put it right here and then stuff it underneath like that. There, like that. Oh, I need to move this barrel, or I'm just gonna make it smaller, I think. There we go. Roadside tavern with stable. Let's fix this first. Then we're going to move some plant. Put in a path. Let's do a dirt path. Something a little bit smaller than that. Add a bit of mud. Make sure it's nice and muddy next to the doors. I'm gonna say that some stone was put down. There you go, something like that. Alright, time to place some plants. Let's do some plants. Animals? Interesting. Not really animals. Oh, that's too much. There we go, that's a bit better. There you go. Well done. I'm happy with that. I can also change the time of day. Let's see. This would probably be kind of an evening thing, right? I wish I could change how the lighting works in these rooms. Because these rooms should be self-lit. Show ceiling in this room in cinematic mode. Which doesn't work. Because if I go to cinematic room, I go in here, you know, there's sky. There's no ceiling. Those doors need to be flipped around. Okay, let's see. The lighting. Yeah, something like that. All right, that's about it. 2 maps, 2 hours. 1 map an hour. Not great, but not horrible. I can do these faster. I can do these a lot faster. When I stream this next, if you are interested, I will create a map for you on request if I'm just during my streams. Yeah, I don't mind making some maps while I'm streaming for some people. You do have to watch me live as I do it, obviously. I'm not going to take requests, like remote requests kind of thing. I'd rather just do it live and, you know, make the map that you want. But you do have to view my stream, bring your friends. Twitch.tv/Zoza. I don't know what else to do. You know, come hang out and chat next time. Feel free to drop in and even play some video games with me. I enjoyed doing some map designing, and we shall see what happens on Saturday. Our D&D game happens about 12 hours before now on Saturday, so I will see you there.